This weekend is homecoming, and how beautiful that phrase is, homecoming. Just think, no matter how far away you are on any journey, just merely turn around and come home. The beginning of homecoming is beautiful, and the fulfillment of homecoming is beautiful. The whole thing's just beautiful. But what is home? It's where you belong. It's where you can be yourself, where you have no concern about being judged. And you can just be yourself fully, completely authentic. But there is a sickness that affects all of us. A lack of a sense of home. It's called being homesick. When we don't have that place where we are known and loved. And even should we have everything in the world, if we lack home, we have nothing. And what's happening in our gospel is the cause and the result of homesickness. Because this rich man, he has a place to live, he has food to eat, he has fancy clothes, but he does not have a home. And you can tell because, unlike Lazarus, this rich man, he has no name, no true belonging. Scholars call him Dives, Latin word meaning rich man. And because he has no true name, he has no place to belong. But Lazarus, with his name, is embraced in the bosom of Abraham. But Dives, he's all by himself in this chasm. But the chasm is not a thing that just came into being once he died. It's a chasm that was built over a lifetime. It's when you reject those around you and live an isolated, lonely life. That chasm is a distance you place between yourself and God, yourself and others, between yourself and, well, yourself. A division that, unless addressed, just grows and grows. Because Dives didn't work on building up his home. He allowed the chasm to grow. Because the thing about homes is that they always require work. The lawn never stops growing. You must always mow it. The gutters always get filled. You must always clean them. The bathroom continually gets gross and gross. The natural state of reality is entropy. That things fall into disarray unless we intentionally put energy into them. One of the problems of our generation is that we expect things to happen magically, with no effort put in by me. For example, as a kid, I loved to eat pears. I still do. But unless my mom sliced them up for me, I don't eat pears. Even now, when I see a pear, I just stare at it. I just starve. That small amount of effort is a defeater for me to enjoy that which I want to enjoy. We all want things to be effortless, but relationships require effort. Treating people as people requires effort. But you know what's easy? Treating people as obstacles or servants. Dives, he saw Lazarus as an obstacle. He just laid in my doorway. I had to walk over him. And in death, he just saw him as a servant. Send Lazarus to dip his finger in water and cool my tongue. Send Lazarus to warn my brother. He didn't see him as one of his brothers he should care for. He saw him as a thing to be used. He had become frozen in his desire for convenience. He just saw him as a servant. Someone who exists solely to meet my needs. And if that's how we treat people, that's building a chasm and not building a home. So, how do we build a home? How do we combat homesickness? We need three things. We need connection, we need compassion, we need courage. Connection is just that physical reality of being close to each other. We build a home by sharing life together, like sharing a table at the lunchroom. It's why teammates feel like family, because of that ongoing closeness. We need compassion, that emotional reality of being close to each other. When we build a home by sharing a heart, we see our classmates struggling, reach out to them. That's compassion. It's when you take that building and make it a home. And finally, courage. The ability to choose that which has a cost. To say that I'm not building a chasm, I'm building a home. And I choose to connect. I choose to be compassionate. I choose to have courage. You will never find a better place to learn how to build a home than here at college. Think about it. You are surrounded by young people who are all pursuing the same goal of growth. You live together, eat together, walk together, study together. You have more freedom and free time here than you'll ever have in your life. And unless you go to seminary or the convent, this is your best chance at learning how to build a home. College is meant to be a training ground to learn how to build a home. This is a great gift, but it carries a challenge. Are we receiving it fully? The truth is, the great majority of growth happens outside the classroom. Your class lectures, they aren't that important. I mean, mine are, but that's different. The true growth happens in the cafeteria, in the dorms, on the practice fields, during late night conversations, even those awkward conversations with roommates. That's where you grow. That's where you learn how to see others and be seen, how to care for others, and let them care for you. It's where you learn how to build a home. And if you put in the work of connection, compassion, and courage, then in 25 years of 2050, when you come back for the homecoming, you'll rejoice. Because you'll walk these paths, remember, not just where you studied, but where you found friends who became family, where you first learned to build a real home that prepared you for a life of joy. This week I have 2 tips about how to build a home. Tip 1. C.S. Lewis in his book, The Great Divorce, describes hell as being completely open, and people that are in hell can come and go as they please. But once they leave hell and go to heaven, they discover it's quite a dreadful place. Because in heaven, you have to talk to your neighbor. But in hell, you can just avoid people. And the end result is isolation. When we look at our world, it looks like that. That we can go anywhere. We can do anything. We can avoid any and all commitments. But the end result is just chasms. So this week, don't build chasms. This week, build a home. It's so important to spend time together. Or to be watching sports, hanging out in the lunchroom, just chilling in your dorms, reading the book for the book club together, coming to campus ministry and just hanging out. I think it's all so important. Just physically spend time close together. People that spend time close together, they naturally fall in love. And it's very strange to want a deep relationship, but be unwilling to put in the time to be around people. You need courage to choose connections. And tip 2, you need courage to choose compassion. This means finding those people who you share not just space with, but you share a heart with. So you need to ask, who do I care for? And who cares for me? Who do I care for? And who cares for me? We need more small groups on our campus. More people who just come together and pray together. Who share their hearts. So many people lack this. It's a source of homesickness. People don't miss their mom's cooking. They miss their mom's care for them. Because right now, people don't care for me. And that hurts. And I don't care for others. and it numbs my heart and makes me feel bad. It takes courage to build a home, and it requires the courage of compassion. There are plenty of people around who want to form those small groups. Just reach out. Connect to me, and I'll put you all together. Homecoming, it's a beautiful word. No matter how far you feel from home, it just takes one simple act. It's turning towards home and then realizing this is the homecoming. And discovering that place where you are known and where you are loved. It would not be like Dives, who had so much but lacked a home, but be like Lazarus, who even though he was poor, he was known by God and loved by God and welcomed into the true and lasting home of eternity. The home that's brought here to earth brick by brick with every act of connection, every act of compassion, and every act of courage. God bless.